You wake up again in the silence of the night. Your feet touch the cold floor as you slowly walk toward the bathroom, because your bladder is calling you again and again. Your mind is tired, your body is exhausted, and your sleep is broken every single night. You don't remember the last time you slept peacefully without interruption, and deep inside you know something is not normal. Tonight, something must change, because there is a hidden reason your body keeps waking you up, especially after the age of 50, and it has nothing to do with drinking water at the wrong time. The truth is, for most older men, the bladder is not the real problem. The real issue starts with a small gland that almost no one pays attention to, the prostate. When the prostate becomes swollen or enlarged even slightly, it presses against the urethra, blocking the normal flow of urine. Your bladder then has to work harder, becomes more sensitive, and sends urgent signals again and again, especially at night when you are lying down. That's why you feel like your bladder is full, even when there is barely any urine. You push, you wait, you stop and start, and still you come back again in a few hours. This is why your nights are broken, your energy is low, and your mornings feel heavy. But here's the part most men never hear from their doctor. The prostate doesn't suddenly enlarge for no reason. The root trigger is a hormone imbalance, specifically a powerful form of testosterone called DHT as men age. DHT builds up inside the prostate, like rust collecting in a pipe. Slowly, silently, year after year, the prostate becomes swollen, harder, tighter. And then it begins the weak stream, the urgency, the nighttime trips, the pressure, the incomplete emptying. This is why millions of men wake up to 3 or 5 times every night and never connect the dots. Once DHT takes over, your bladder becomes a slave to your prostate. And no matter how tired you are, your body jerks you awake at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., or 5 a.m., forcing you to walk to the bathroom again. But here is the good news. Your body is not broken. You can calm the bladder, shrink the prostate naturally, balance DHT, and finally sleep through the night again. But only if you fix the root cause instead of treating the symptom. It starts with one simple shift. Stop eating and drinking the foods that inflame the prostate at night. Most men don't know that caffeine, alcohol, late-night tea, sugary desserts, and spicy foods trigger the bladder and increase DHT activity while you sleep. When you remove these late-night irritants, your bladder stops panicking and your prostate gets a break from inflammation. The second step is to strengthen the bladder muscle naturally. Imagine your bladder like a balloon. If it becomes weak, it can't hold pressure. But when you train it with simple daily exercises like bladder holding practice and pelvic floor strengthening, your bladder regains control and stops sending false alarms during the night. And finally, you need to feed your prostate the right nutrients, like zinc, pumpkin seed, lycopene from tomatoes, and saw palmetto, which help block excess DHT and relax the prostate. When DHT drops, the prostate stops swelling, the urethra opens, the bladder empties fully, and your nights become calm again. No rushing to the bathroom, no broken sleep, no dragging yourself through the next day like a tired version of yourself. Imagine tonight. You lay down, your eyes close, and your body finally enters deep, uninterrupted sleep. No urgency, no pressure, no bathroom trips, just peaceful rest. You wake up in the morning with energy, clarity, and strength, because your bladder stayed quiet and your prostate finally stopped screaming for attention. This is not a dream. This is your body's natural state, and you can return to it by fixing the real cause instead of fighting the symptoms. Your nights can be yours again. Your sleep can be restored, and your life can feel normal, strong, and confident, the way a man deserves to feel. But to change your nights, you must change your evenings. What you do in the last 4 hours before bed decides whether you sleep peacefully or wake up to pee again and again. So tonight, you begin differently. After sunset, you give your bladder and prostate a calm environment instead of a chaotic one. You reduce liquid intake 2 hours before sleep, not because water is the enemy, but because timing is everything. You sip during the day and slow down at night so your bladder finally gets a chance to rest. You avoid the late-night tea, the soft drinks, the coffee, the sugary desserts, and the spicy dinners that irritate your bladder lining and trigger those sudden nighttime urges. Your body needs quiet, and you will finally start giving it quiet. And before bed, you perform one small but powerful habit. You sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, breathe deeply, and tighten the muscles you would use to stop urine mid-flow. Hold for a few seconds, release, and repeat. These are your pelvic floor muscles, the hidden support system of your bladder. The stronger they become, the longer you will sleep. No pills, no machines, just your own body, learning to hold better, control better, and stay calm through the night. Because a strong bladder does not panic. A trained bladder does not wake you up with false alarms. Then comes the real turning point, feeding your prostate what it has been starving for. Nature has already created powerful ingredients that calm inflammation, shrink the prostate, and block excess DHT, and you begin adding them one by one. Pumpkin seeds to relax the prostate walls, tomatoes for their rich lycopene to defend your cells, zinc from natural foods to balance your hormones, magnesium to relax the bladder muscles so they stop twitching in the dark. When these nutrients enter your routine, your prostate slowly releases the pressure it has trapped for years. The urethra opens. The bladder empties more fully. The signals slow down. And that is when you feel the first real change. Longer sleep between bathroom trips. And eventually, no trips at all. And as your nights improve, your days transform with them. You wake up lighter, clearer, stronger. Your mind becomes sharper. Your mood becomes calmer. Your energy returns slowly, steadily, confidently. Because every night you sleep deeper, your body repairs more, your hormones stabilize, and your bladder finally learns silence. No man was created to live in the bathroom at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and 5 a.m. You are meant for rest, strength, purpose, and peace. And you are taking back that peace now, one night at a time. And now the final shift begins. The night your body learns a new rhythm. You finish your dinner earlier, giving your system time to digest before you lie down. You choose calmer foods at night because heavy meals trigger pressure on the bladder while you sleep, instead of late rice, fried foods, or spicy gravies. You choose lighter options that relax your belly and reduce inflammation from within. Your body responds with gratitude. You feel it in your breath, in your stomach, in your nerves, and soon, in your sleep, just before bed, your routine becomes a gentle ritual. You dim the lights, silence the noise, and allow your body to understand that the day is ending. You place a warm cloth on your lower abdomen for a few minutes, letting the warmth relax the muscles that have been tense for years. That simple moment signals your bladder to loosen its grip and your prostate to rest. Then, as you lie down, you stretch your legs, you breathe slowly, and for the first time in a long time, your body feels safe to sleep. And that night, something different happens. Your bladder stays silent as the hours pass. Your mind is no longer jolted awake by sudden urges. Instead, you enter deep sleep, the kind of sleep that heals, restores, and rebuilds you. The night feels longer, smoother, quieter, and when the morning sunlight touches your eyes, you realize you made it through the night without those urgent footsteps to the bathroom. No interruptions. No struggle. Just rest. This is how your life changes, not in one dramatic moment, but in quiet victories that repeat themselves night after night. Your prostate calms, your hormones balance, your bladder strengthens, your sleep deepens, and your energy returns. You begin to live your days with power again, not fatigue. You feel younger, lighter, and more in control. Because the truth is, aging does not mean suffering. Aging does not mean surrender. And waking up to pee again and again is not just part of getting older. It is a signal, and you listened. You took your body back from discomfort, from exhaustion, from restless nights. So tonight, when you lie down, remember this. Your body is capable of peace. Your nights are capable of silence. And your sleep is meant to be whole. You are not done. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are a man who chose to take control, and from this night forward, your bladder will no longer lead your life. You will.